Good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of The Longing. Today we are hopefully going to be getting to the end of the hallway, well, back to the start I suppose, so that we can then start heading back home once again. So, we've already started. I've no idea if we're going to hit the doorway early or if we're going to hit it fairly late in this episode. I'm not really sure. If we hit it really late, we will wait until tomorrow to start heading back, just because of how long it'll take us to get back. Whereas if we hit it quite early enough, we will just head back today, so that we're ready and waiting to read a book tomorrow. But let's find out what's going to happen. I mean, we are just going to have to keep walking until something occurs, so, you know, there is that. So, yeah. There is something about plodding through the halls. It always seems to make me quite tired, I guess, yawny, something like that. I get the feeling that this is going to be a another episode kind of deal in terms of heading home. Yeah, this is going to be a wait until tomorrow kind of before heading home deal. It's funny how it always seems to go quicker when you're heading into the holes than when you're heading out. I've no idea why it seems to feel like that, but it does. I mean, it's not like... Well, I imagine it's coded in such a way that it will just count how many units of distance have been travelled, and then in one direction, and then just do the reverse the other way. And all the background stuff will probably just be based around that, so it'll be based on values of units passed and where it is on the screen. Excuse me, a bit of hiccuping there. So I imagine that's probably how it's done. And as such, it's probably going to be fine. Which does also mean that it probably does actually have a computational maximum in terms of distance. You can actually go into the Halls of Eternity. I imagine the Eternity part is limited by the computer limitations. Not sure what those computation limitations would be, but I imagine there probably are some related to how far you would be able to go due to the size of number that you would be able to produce as number of units passed. And I've no idea if there would be a way to get around it and it truly be infinite in terms of, as long as your computer either has enough space, has enough computing power, or what have you, it would be able to just keep going. Honestly, no idea. I don't know enough about computers to be able to make that. But it'd be interesting. I can't believe I've just noticed this. But if you look at the head, it doesn't bob as if it's a reflection. It bobs as if it's linked. So as the top one goes down, that one also goes down, rather than closer together as you would expect with a reflection. Huh. I just spotted that now. Almost as if they're linked by a rod or something. The feet move as you would a reflection. And actually the body also does, but the head doesn't. Either the head is moving in the opposite direction, or it's not moving at all, and the fact that the body's moving it makes it look like it is. But it looks like everything except the head is moving as you would expect a reflection to move. Huh. Either that or my eyes are just deceiving me, but it does look like the neck disappears, depending on where in the step it is and the head bouncing. That's quite interesting. I wonder whether that was intentional or an unintended side effect of some logic. Either way, it's quite interesting. Yep, we're definitely not getting to the door today. I didn't think we'd gone this far into the Halls of Eternity, to be quite honest. But there we are. We're basically at the end of another day. Which means tomorrow we may end up just walking through the Halls of Eternity again until we reach the door. Interesting. So, well, With that all said, I'm going to leave it there and say thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon or night. No matter what time of day it is, I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.